What's going on, people? Welcome to another video. Codename loveone, Nick Reflex. So we're going to take a little look here at Stephen Whybrow from the Gnostic Takeover, who's been putting out truth for a couple of years, who has been heavily attacked, as have we all been heavily attacked recently in different ways. But this guy is willing to share all his, bare all, balls out, if you wish. So it's interesting to watch his journey. He's talking about being born into a family. So if you are a truth speaker, a source player, often we are born into families where we don't fit in. This is the whole black sheep, but it runs deeper than just a black sheep. This is a multi-dimensional, multi-species realm, and often our family, unknowingly to us, are working for the enemy. Maybe even unknowingly to them, but I would say they know what they're doing. So we're often born into these family units, and so interestingly enough, Stephen Whybrow is now talking about removing himself from the family unit. Now, I still have contact with my family, and they indeed helped me out recently. More than once. A couple of times they've helped me out recently, which I was amazed at, because a couple of years back, when the whole quack scene was going around, I was ready to, cut ties altogether. I tried to warn these people, they ignored. They're fully part of the cult, shall we say. And any kind of truth you try and speak to these people, they just basically ridicule you, don't want to listen, they want to argue, and it's interesting, very interesting. So his choice of kind of divorcing his family unit is an extreme one, but it may be something that may help others. It's not something that I have done, although I have been on a solo journey for at least 10 years, and I don't have much contact with them. Anyway, have a listen to what he has to say.
And we need to get the freaking hell out of there. We don't want to be there anymore. We've been living in a house of archons called my family that I have gotten out of. I've officially declared that I've penned my signature, which is sacred, to leave the family unit, because I was born into this family, because I had the audacity to say, well, I'm going to do the job for the earth, let me do it. Then I have to be born inside of the enemy in the family, and be born and raised there, be traumatized by them systematically, abused psychologically, to demoralize me. They know what they're doing. So they suck your confidence out of you and keep you out of trouble, so you don't become a trouble for them and for their overlords, for their control system, the program that they serve, the demiurge and the so-called Galactic Federation. I quote my dad, my former dad, Christopher Martin Whybrow. He admitted to me, this guy has no reason in the persona that he was playing. I know that you are all playing a role. You and Maria, Robert also, Selena, I don't know how much they know. You're all playing roles. You've all got a persona, a front it's called. So the front, it's like a Starbucks. Oh, you can get coffee there, they fucking smuggling drug money in the covert level, in the background. Okay? They're dealing drugs. I'm not saying my family's dealing drugs, it's just an explanation. Starbucks, they've got a front and a back. Okay, the front's there to distract from the back. The covert psychological operations. And I only recently found out that I chose to incarnate in this family. A family of the enemies of life. And I've successfully gotten out, and now it's time that I got pulled out from the scenario that we're in. Okay? Because it's time, medicine, it's time that me and Liz receive what is ours. A new home, meaning a new house in the Salzkammergut right by a lake at the Wolfgangsee. It is destined. It's my purpose of life that this is the center of Gnosticism. Here in Austria, Europa, and the whole wide world. That's a vision. I have more than that as a vision. So much to share with you. A new house, a new car. Those keys are being placed there for us to find. And it's gonna happen now, because we're confronting the patriarchy in my family directly. Which takes down you network. You're watching all of this. Been fucking about for too long. And you're gonna have to do it now, because if you don't do it, every day from Monday, on Monday, the 3rd of July, there's going to be the confrontation. And there's nowhere to run from for your agent, who's just like you. As this network, this international network of pedo-satanic criminals is a hive mind network. And through this confrontation on Monday, 3rd of July, impending, we're right in the middle of it collapsing. Are you listening, everyone? It's not a joke. This is the takeover. Yes. It's a hive mind network, and he, Christopher Martin Wybrow, will be held energetically liable by the force of ultimate power, electromagnetism. And you're already informed there, it won't be a surprise to you. You're being confronted. Because they keep pushing us. Oh, you have to move out. Yeah, well, how about you don't have a home? How about kick you out from your home? Always putting pressure on you. I want to leave the home now. So you give us a house. Simple. You're part of the network. Christopher Martin Wybrow, he's admitted that he's channeling the Galactic Federation of freaking demons. You're channeling the demiurge. That's what you're doing. Nothing else. He admitted to me that the Galactic Federation that he's channeling and receiving channelings from, they're pushing him to stop me. And they're telling him that I need to be stopped. Stopped about what? Last time he wrote something that I'm just sitting at home in our house. My family's living off my mother still and sucking off my mother's tits or whatever. This sort of stupidity this idiotic force has. They want to humiliate you and joke about you. Well, I'm not fucking laughing, Nicholas, am I? I'm taking you down. So